All right, hey guys, this is Seagrove. Welcome back. And today we are joined by Alex Wilson, who has won two expanded regionals with Mega Ray. You can see his list here. What's up, Alex?
What's up?
So today we're going to be looking at a game and going through and seeing how I could have played better and such things as this. So here's his list. First things first, is there anything from this list that you ran in St. Louis that you would switch already? You know that you would switch based on the meta.
Well, Giratina foremost.
Okay, the
Um,
Giratina promo. It's not showing the Giratina promo, but that's what
oh,
it is.
yeah, that was mainly meant for Trevenant, and that's pretty much dead now.
Okay,
So, my favorite stuff is like either Magearna or Verizon-EX right now.
okay. And would you put in another one prize Pokemon, or just go straight with the support of Magearna or
Oh, yeah,
Tel
just trade out Giratina
Verizon?
for Magearna or Verizon. And then,
Okay,
of course, the energies, too. Instead
right.
of water energies, use either grass or metal.
Okay, cool. Is there anything else that sticks out to you that you would definitely change?
The only other thing is Ghetsis.
Ghetsis.
Um,
How was it
yeah.
in St. Louis?
Yeah, it won me a couple of games, but not games that I couldn't have won, I guess.
Right. Is there
I don't
anything
know.
that sticks out to you about what you would switch it for?
Maybe a sycamore or a juniper. I mean, since it's expanded.
Okay. Very cool. Well, let's get right into the game. This is a game that I played, and we'll see some mistakes, and you can talk us through those, and just any potential plays that you see or anything like that. So I lost the coin flip. I've been on a roll losing coin flips recently.
Already a mistake.
So you see me dropping. Are you seeing this?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you see me drop the dragon first because they were playing Night March, which
Mhm.
I would pretend that I knew they were playing Night March, but I really didn't know that. I just got lucky. Was it good for me to bench both, or should I have just put one? Or
Uh, I really don't know. That's kind of situational.
yeah,
Yes and no.
especially if you don't know what they're playing.
Yeah.
Very cool. So he gets a Juniper off turn one, and then plays a single puzzle. So I was like pretty down with that. Um, how many times did you play Night March in uh, in St. Louis? Did you have any matches with it?
Not once.
Not once.
Nope.
Okay. How's the matchup in general? How's it go?
It sucks, of course, but I honestly feel I can win it most of the time
Okay.
because of Karen
Yeah.
and Ghetsis. But again, if I'm not playing Ghetsis, I might kind of screw myself over.
Right. So I almost dropped the Giratina promo, and then I decided not to, because I figure I'd rather just put in an energy and then like a way to draw with this battle compressor.
Yeah, discarding in is something I always do. So I like that right there.
Okay.
Was Execute not in the deck?
I don't think so, but I don't really remember. I would go back and check, but I don't want to jump around a bunch. We'll see next time I go into the deck. So I just had to hex and pass, um, which wasn't ideal, but that's what I had. Well, hex and evolve to pass. So I got really lucky here because he ended me. I was like, this is gonna be such a bad video, and then he pulled the end. I had a nice draws off of it, so I was happy about that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So when you play against Night March, he's choosing to bench Joltix. Is that the play? Are you more afraid? I mean, obviously Joltik hits for weakness, so is that what you're more afraid of, or should he be playing Pumpkaboo down or?
Oh no, yeah, no. Joltics are what he needs to bench. If he can bench 4 Joltik, you're in trouble.
Okay. Because he's still doing, even if he gets, I guess he only needs
Oh.
6 in the discard.
Right, yeah. But the fact that he plays Combi helps you big time. Because
Okay.
that's the worst version of Night March.
Okay. Just because it's less consistent, or
Yeah, yeah.
okay. So I grabbed Keldeo first, just so I have something to float stone to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I didn't think there was an execute. Hopefully, yeah, there was no execute in there.
Okay.
So this was a weird play because I grabbed Dragonite because you saw my options, but I was checking to make sure, see if it was basic only. I couldn't remember, and so I decided to Ultra Ball both Shaymin away, so I can keep my Mega Ray, and I can get them both back with Dragonite. Did that make sense?
Uh,
Or was there a better play there?
since you grabbed the Dragonite, yeah, it sort of made sense, but I wouldn't have grabbed Dragonite at all.
Okay, what should I have grabbed?
I would have just grabbed the 2 Pokemon you did.
Oh, and
The
just
Keldeo and the what was it, a Shaymin?
yeah, and then just forget the Dragonite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Save it for late game. For whenever
Okay,
you need to bring back Rayquazas or something
that makes
important.
sense. That makes sense. Luckily, he was Night March, so like I didn't ever have to. I don't think I really ended up needing it since just the. I mean, obviously, I could have ended up needing it, but I didn't because his Pokemon were so low HP. So I guess I got away with that mistake. Um, I don't know what I was looking for.
Right now, what I would be doing is trying to get a Float Stone and then a DC to Shaymin and knockout.
Yes, I do get that stuff, and then I don't Sky Return. I end up like attacking with Mega Rayquaza, and I realize afterwards like, oh, I'm an idiot. The next turn I
Mm.
realize that, and then I do it the turn after. But this turn I don't see the play. So I get to Colress for everything. Colress is so amazing in this deck. Holy cow. So right now it's not even on my radar like, oh, I should be hitting with Shaymin.
Yeah.
And then oh,
No, no,
it's
no, don't do it. No.
it's so bad. You see right there, I point to the Shaymin and I'm like, oh crap, what was I thinking?
Gotcha.
But I get it next turn. But that's the thing that in a better match, if this guy, I mean, that could have cost me the game. So, are there any times when you attack with Shaymin when you can't take a knockout? I'm sure there are, but are there any instances like that that you can think of?
Yeah, I mean, all the time. But I like to believe that Mega Rayquaza never misses the knockout.
Okay, so if you're gonna miss the knockout, if you're not gonna hit enough damage, you would just attack with Shaymin just to take those prizes off the board.
Yeah, that, or if I've already attached energy for the turn, retreat into something like Hoopa.
Okay.
Or Giratina for the 7th prize. Or Exeggcute.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'd try that. So I ended up dropping Hoopa and Shaymin. What do you think about that?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Because Hoopa is weak to Psychic and Shaymin's weak to Electric, so I figured
Hmm.
either way they're
Yeah.
going to get a knockout on either of those, and at least Shaymin can attack. And has one retreat. That was my thought process.
And you can always AZ to Dragonite.
Oh, right. Pick up Dragonite, play him, and then grab like a Hoopa and a Shaymin back or whatever I need.
Yeah, if it's necessary.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think. Okay, he does one shot me. So that was a really bad.
Destruction.
That was really bad for me to attack with him and not Shaymin.
Yeah.
Probably it doesn't really matter here, but I brought up Keldeo just so that I didn't have to use the ability.
Oh yeah, no, it really doesn't matter.
Should I play the stadium here or not?
Yeah.
To bump his stadium. Is that the reason why you bump it?
Yeah, that's really all you need.
Uh-huh.
This matchup is not too important to load your bench up.
Right. I'm really having a hard time making a decision here. While I'm thinking, what was the other regional that you won besides St. Louis?
Um, it was near Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay.
It was back in May. It was exactly a year ago. Well, almost a year ago, I guess, today.
Cool.
Beat Nightmarch in the finals.
Did you? So I ended up not grabbing the Ultra Ball. I could have grabbed the Jirachi. I thought about grabbing Jirachi for Ghetsis so I could Ultra Ball it away and have it in the discard, but then I figured I didn't want to show him that I had Ghetsis. Was that good? Was that bad? What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, really, the only point of Ghetsis is for the turn 1 plays. After that, it's pretty pointless.
I mean, you're right. I meant Karen.
Oh, gotcha.
Sorry,
yeah.
I misspoke. Was that good to not show my Karen, or should I have gotten it, Ultra Balled it, just so I could have access to it?
If you're gonna play it that turn, I mean, obviously it doesn't matter.
Right.
But I don't know how many Pokemon are in his discard pile. I think I
12.
would have gone. I think I would have gone ahead and played Karen.
He has 6 Night Marchers, but you would have gone ahead and played it?
If you could get the DC.
Okay.
But see, if you had played Skyfield, you could Shaymin.
You're right. That was really bad to Ultra Ball it away. I reduced my draw power by quite a bit. So here I remember.
Yay.
And I choose
the Spirit Link.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Just so I have access to that again if I pull a Rayquaza. And then I decided to put up Giratina just because he's a 1 prizer.
Yeah, that's good.
That's the play.
Uh-huh.
Very cool. I see what you mean, especially at the beginning when you said I was moving my mouse around a lot and it was annoying. I was like bouncing it everywhere, and even now. So I'm just like hyped. I'm so hyped that I have Karen. I've played Karen in a few lists before, and it just didn't mesh that well with the deck. But it just fits so well in this deck, and it feels so good against Night March. So which you said this variant isn't very good. Which variant is the scariest for Mega Ray?
You talking about for the opponent?
Which Night March variant is the scariest for Mega Ray?
Just straight Night March.
Okay.
I mean, Joltik is the big problem. But like with the Vespiquen version, it's a more inconsistent list.
Mm-hmm. But like,
so it's better for you.
No Gallade or anything. I guess Gallade doesn't really help them. So it
doesn't really affect it.
So you just want consistency against this deck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he chose to knock me out there, put his hand to 0 to take the knockout on Mega Ray instead of doing a draw supporter. So that was like the perfect time to Karen. I got really lucky with that, honestly, but because he had a VS Secret, he VS Secret for Lysandre to go down to 0, and then took out my Mega Ray.
Gotcha.
And what would you do in this situation?
Try and see if you can get a Rayquaza first and foremost.
I think.
Which you can with Hoopa.
Oh, because I just Karen'd.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So Hoopa for Rayquaza, computer search some stuff away for the Mega Turbo, and you have it.
That's what I should have done. I was like, I didn't think about Hoopa. I was just like, oh, I need to get a Rayquaza, so I'm gonna computer
Uh,
search right now for it. But had I held it, I could have used that for Turbo. I think I have another Turbo on deck. Or whatever.
and I would definitely save the Dragon Rayquaza for when you're not gonna evolve it that specific turn. You know.
Okay. Feels good when you're like, this is what you should have done, and I do it. And I'm like, yes, I'm not as dumb as I think, as I feel. Okay. So I do get it. The electric, and that was I was thinking about that and going back and forth on it. And instead of going for the Rayquaza, I decided, since Joltik was the biggest threat, to Lysander it and attack with Shaymin. Or no, I didn't.
You played Kieran this turn.
I Karen this turn. Was that the correct play, or should I have gone deeper to try and attack with the Rayquaza and get the knockout?
Yeah, like I said a few minutes ago. If you had Hooped for the Rayquaza, you could have used a computer search for the Mega Turbo.
Okay,
That would have been guarantee knockout.
that makes
And
a
now
lot
I
of
want to know
sense.
like how many Battle Compressor they have in their discard pile.
Yeah, I'm not checking the discard pile at all.
That's the big thing in that matchup. Because once they play three, Karen destroys it. That's when you go for the Karens. You don't even have to try and take knockouts for the rest of the game. Just Karen.
Do you worry about puzzles? Do you consider puzzles
Oh
when you're
yeah,
looking
of
at that?
course. Uh huh.
So would you say like three and a puzzle and two puzzles, or three and three puzzles? But I do just Karen again, or no, I just grab Karen back. Am I gonna use it? Yes, I am. So that was that the play there?
Well, since you had the DCE and the VS Seeker, you could have just VS Seeker Lysander the Joltik and to attach DC to Shaman rather
Okay.
than Karen.
Okay, because Joltik's the threat here.
Yeah, Joltik is always the threat in
Oh,
this matchup.
and he couldn't have attacked because he didn't have another Night Marcher, and Joltik was his only
Right.
night. Okay, yes, that makes sense. Thank you. Very cool. I think I just went here
And what's hilarious about their deck is their Muse can't use Vespiqun's attack.
because it's not a basic.
Right.
Is the evolution Mew better? I mean the EX Mew better?
Not anymore. No, it's too fragile.
Uh,
Everything one shots it and expanded.
Makes sense. So I look and I see that okay, there are only two um, Mega Turbos in there, and I'm considering like, can I guarantee myself every card? And if so, then I just go for it. And I think I
I
shouldn't
see where you're
attach.
coming from, but still, like this turn would be perfect for VS Seeker Lysander.
Okay. I think that's hopefully that's what I do. Yes. Okay. Cool.
Okay, I see what you got. Cool.
So now I've cleared the board of threats. I think they have one Night Marcher in discard, and I found my last turbo.
So as long as they don't in you,
And even if they
you got it.
do, I have a lot of outs. I've
Uh,
got two Shaymins and a Jirachi. I guess Hoopa's not right now because my bench is gone. I mean, my bench was full.
how many cards is left in your deck? 4.
8.
Okay, 8.
And I was thinking this when I did that. It was the play either way, but I was thinking if when I pull up Joltik instead of knocking out Shaman, I get 2 prizes left. So if I do get end, I get end to 2 instead of 1. But you like you said, that was the play earlier, anyways.
Suspenseful.
I know. I do it too. I take a long time on my turn sometimes when I'm really thinking about a play, but I always get frustrated when my opponent does it. It's so hypocritical, but
Desperate.
yeah.
Desperate. See, if you get the VS Seeker, you win.
Yeah. Let's see what I pull. It feels like when this happens, it just feels like my opponent's just trying to stall, just to make me angry or something.
Oh yeah, especially if they already retreated.
Yeah. Generally, you retreat near the end of your turn, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, never retreat if you still have things to do.
Yeah.
Unless, you're going for some specific max elixir or something.
Right. Very cool. Um, that's one thing I've been learning recently is like retreating and attaching energies is something that needs to happen at the end of your turn. So I see I do have the VS Seeker
VS Seeker, yeah.
at the Night March.
I would have gotten rid of both Mega Rays.
Okay, why a Mega Ray over a Hoopa?
Because you could possibly draw on a Hoopa and still pinch it. If you drew into a Mega Ray off Shaymin, you can't do anything with it. Assuming you get the Skyfield off of Shaymin.
Right. So there's like a 3 out of 4 chance I get the Skyfield here, or a 3 out of 4 chance. So I automatically get everything I need here. Because if I don't, oh no, I forgot because I was thinking I was going to draw 3. I was only drawing 2, but it was very unlikely that I miss it. And then boom. So we pulled it out. But any, and I mean that's game. I retreat and knock it out. So anything you saw overall, just to keep in mind when playing Mega Ray?
Remember that Joltics are the threat, always.
Okay.
I know Shaymins are, they're very, what's the word? It's tempting to knock a Shaymin out for 2 prizes, but you always got to take out the threat.
Okay.
That and don't Karen until you see 3 Battle Compressors.
All right. Very cool. And last of all, I know you write articles. Is there anything you want to shout out?
Check out my articles on 60 Cards. And follow me on Facebook, Twitter.
What's your Twitter handle?
At Alex Wilson, Poke.
All right. Very good. Thank you for joining us and teaching us how to play Mega Ray.
Thanks for this.
Bye. All right, guys, like and subscribe, and definitely check out Alex Wilson on Twitter and his articles. He's got some good insights into Mega Ray. Obviously, one of the better Mega Ray players, if not the best in the world. So.